Stumpsy, if you you being a giant yourself, do you give it to the Vodafone Giants, or are you more likely to choose Guild on this one?
That's a great question, Johnny's mate, because I am a giant, of course, but also my last name is Knight, and I presume that knights always belong to a guild. So I think for me, I'm going to have to go with my heart, and I think my heart says Guild here. I'm so impressed by them with Devo, I just want to see how far they can go.
All right, Devo fanboys, you heard it here first.
Woo.
I'm going to let you guys take it away.
Hey, that's us. We're the Devo fanboys.
Oh, I love him. I love him. You love him. We love him. And also, that's a goal.
And Dan Devo assisted. What a legend. The first one to kick us off, and Devo's
Almost
involved.
went in.
In this house, we stand Devo.
Look, did he touch that? No, I don't think.
Well, he did, because it
Didn't
said,
matter
60,
anyway,
it said 63 kilometers per hour.
That's true.
So he would have touched it, yeah.
Yeah.
Using those big brain plays.
Honestly, I thought Devo hit the first one, so it didn't matter anyway, because no one hit the first touch. But anyway, great stuff from Guild. As we predicted, Stumpy, me and you and me, you and I, Guild, they're looking hot. And maybe it's that momentum, because, you know, they look pretty good against Endpoint. I thought it was a bit of a Veloce series to start off with. But, you know, just as we're talking about them, right away, bang, look at that, 2 goals.
I can't believe the positioning from all 3 players there. Devo onto the left wall. Tho just goes, yeah, I still like this left wall, actually. I'll send it there again. And then it just goes a little bit central and Nolly gets it in. But all 3 of them were in the last 10% of the map, which is quite incredible.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, if you're a Vodafone giant right now, as Smellsworth would say, you have to be worried about the rest of this series, because I guess you could say that, you know, Guild have a bit of momentum. You know, they're feeling pretty good about themselves. But yeah, as I said, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Guild. I'm loving what we're seeing from Devo as well. He's a change man in this lineup. I talked about it before. He just probably wasn't really doing much on Barca. And then coming over here, you know, Nolly spoke about it in the interview, just loving playing with the great man Dave, the large man.
Big man Dave. Big man Dave is taller than me, which I'm not used to, but it's quite a sight to behold. One thing that I would say is that both these teams had amazing results earlier. I mean, Giants Gaming, they managed to take down Galaxy Racer 4-1. They did an amazing job of doing so. What a save by Nolly to keep that one out. And then Guild Esports took down Endpoint 4-2. Both of them had decisive wins. They've both got the momentum coming into this game. I'm going to need to see so much from either team if either of them have got a chance of taking down Vitality, because they looked really hot.
Yeah, and I mean, Yummy did say that he believes the Giants can take down Vitality, but you know, that's his opinion, and it's
Big
usually
claim.
wrong. So yeah, it's huge from him, and you know, he's probably not the best analyst in the world. So as you said, we will need a great series coming out from either of these teams. You'd probably fancy, if this did go, you know, say if Guild won. Let's just think about it. Guild win this series. They have played Vitality before. It did go to Game 7, so they're a chance. They're a chance. They did go to Game 7 earlier on in the group stage, but Giants, they feel like Giants are a team that if they're on, if everything's working, they're a bit of an all-or-nothing type of team, but when it is working, it is beautiful to watch, and they are always a chance against anyone.
Yeah, 100%. That's one thing that I've really liked about the teams that are in this event, is that we've already seen upsets, like Top Blokes and BDS were out on day 1. One thing that I've really enjoyed seeing and knowing is that genuinely either team or any team could beat any team. And it's not just like a silly esports way either. It's not that it's just because, oh, Rocket League's random, lol, and for some reason one team is going to beat another even though BDS the best in the world. No, all these teams are practiced to beat each other, and it just makes them all play the best Rocket League possible. It's utterly unforgiving, and as a viewer, as a caster, it's such an amazing event for that. And we also get to tear into Yumi, which is just great.
Yeah, and like it's short, you know, your predictions aren't really ever wrong now. You know, usually there's so many upsets right now that no one really cares if you're not right. You know what I mean? We can just sort of say anything, and everyone's yeah, exactly. Like Yummy's in chat right now, and I'm just so happy to be casting with you, Stumpy, instead of him because, you know, I'm just sick of talking to him. But anyway, here we are.
I feel like you're getting back at him from when he was having a go at you during our match together.
I am. He just gets in all these little shots, and frankly, I'm absolutely sick of it. But here we are, as we said. You 2-0 up. Looking beautiful here, game number 1. They've been on defense for the past minute, but it's looked pretty solid. You know, there haven't been too many opportunities where we could see any cracks in the defense. So I've been impressed so far, and I think it might be the recency thing. I know you said that both teams did win in the lower bracket as now Vodafone Giants to attack, but Guild did win more recently. They were the more recent series. So I would say or argue that they have a little bit more momentum.
It's the final 30 seconds now, and Guild still lead 2-0. Vodafone Giants have had a couple of opportunities, but none that have threatened the net a huge amount. And Devo, big man Dave, he gets his place known on this pitch.
Big dive just bangs out on him. Look at that.
Oh, look at Dave.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at any stat, I talked about it a couple of days ago. Dave, he is the fastest man in Rocket League in terms of average speed. It is ridiculous. He, you know, you think I don't let go of boost, but somehow Dave's got me by about 100 speed. Now I say 100 speed because I don't know what unit of measurement speed is in Rocket League. It's just speed. So
I don't know actually. I think speed is probably in milliliters because he's on liquid.
That's something Yummy would say, and it's.
How dare you?
I really hope that you wouldn't go there, but it's not. That's pretty good from you, actually. It's pretty cluey, so I'll give you that.
Thank you. Thanks, mate. And we were going to be giving Guild this first game as well. 3-0 is actually pretty decisive too, because seeing as Yumi thought that it might be Giants going on to then face and beat Vitality, Guild are making sure that that does not go ahead. Zamway at the bottom with 66 points. You never want to see one of your teammates on double figures. Stake securing 6 shots for his team as well.
That is dead set embarrassing right there. 66 points, and he's got donuts across the board as well. He's got the 0-0-0-0. Why have I got Yummy Cheeseman quality? Ladies and gentlemen, what is happening right now? Unbelievable stuff. All right, let's play a game, chat. Let's all count the pixels on my face. I'm counting 7.
Oh, I'm actually, if you stay as still as you humanly can. Oh, look, he's forming like a mosaic. He's like the lady of the lake right now, that the waves are dissipating. And we see 9 pixels. That's right, there are 9 pixels that I can spot.
Well, I honestly think that even though I am 9 pixels, I still look better than Yummy full high definition. So that's the main thing, right. And we'll take that and we'll run with it.
You two need some marriage counselling because you are laying into each other. And I just think you need to lay in each other's arms. Get over it. Be mates again because we've got some Rocket League to talk about. Are we done taking shots at Yumi?
All right, we're done. Let's get back to the series. Whatever.
All right. Well, hopefully we're going to be seeing Guild and Giants have a great performance, unlike Yumi all of today.
Oh, sorry. Just choked on my coffee.
My word. It wasn't that funny, mate. It's steak. That shot was not a joke either, man. Just to hit the post, but Nolly can catch it away from the safe. And he get round 1, does so. Tries to go for the bump. Nolly doing everything to set up perfect scoring conditions for Tho.
Oh, Tho. How good's that? Nah, that's really nice. You know, usually I am Tho in that position where your team does all the work for you and you just get the stats. You know what I mean? Because we're going to look at the scoreboard right now and Tho's just going to have 100 and something points. And it's just, it really makes you feel good about yourself. But really, Nolly's done a beautiful amount of work there. And Guild continuing, or picking up where they left off in game number 1, Stumpy. Looking so strong here.
Yeah, I mean, it's the perfect start, right? You get a goal within like 20 seconds and you're happy to go ahead from there. It just puts you up in such a great advantage. It gives you that insurance goal. And Zamway can send it to the backboard, but Tachi actually maybe deliberately backflip because he saw that big man Dave was there first.
Look, the thing about Dave is like he's tall, but he also probably weighs less than me. So like he's sort of intimidating. Let's not discuss, you know, the finer details. Well, you guys probably use like stone or something. You guys just pick up rocks and measure them with that.
No. I know it in both. I know it in stone and in kilograms.
Do you like learn stone at school? And what is stone?
I have genuinely no idea. I don't know why we use it. Because in measurements, obviously, well, stone is 16 pounds. How much is a pound? No idea. Literally no idea at all.
Right, so what is... A stone is how many kilos?
I don't know.
Well, that's great then. We've got to convert it 3 times over to get back to another measurement. Awesome.
But then Americans use only pounds. We use stone and pounds, but I know my weight in stone and pounds and also in kilograms. Do you just use kilograms, I presume, which makes complete sense. Yeah, that's the best measurement, yeah. Tell you what, it literally can't be worse than Americans using cups in recipes. I hate it. I hate it so much. Don't measure something by volume. Measure it by weight, and you've just got it, and you've just nailed it. Cups.
That's so true as well.
Oh, cups are terrible. Infuriating.
How much is that about a cup, mate? All right, how big's your cup, then, mate? Just about a normal cup.
Yeah, it literally.
Normal cup.
So a cup of sugar weighs the same as a cup of flour? No, man, no, completely different. Like, it doesn't make sense then. Oh, it's so annoying because if I'm ever then making anything where I've got an American recipe and it says have 1.5 cups of flour, my phone tabs are just full of what is 1 cup of flour in grams, and then it's like what is 3/4 of a cup of sugar in grams, because it's all different and it's infuriating. Americans sort it out. Hot water and cold water weigh different amounts and have different volumes.
Oh, no, 100%. I was making a banana cake the other day, and they say 1 cup of nuts. Now, if you put a nuts in a cup, right, you put nuts in a cup, there's so much air in between them. What does that mean? What measurement is that? I'm not getting the same amount of nuts every time I pour nuts into a cup. So
the thing is,
like,
that's a good point, because a cup of peanuts, which are smaller and will fit in a cup better, are going to weigh a vastly different amount to a cup of walnuts that are inherently just got loads of air and space in them. Cups are the most stupid form of measurement, and I cannot wait for everyone to just realise that. It's infuriating.
Let's start a movement. I cannot... I'm angry. As Zamway goes a bang and just levels that one up.
That is such a nice pass from Itachi as well. Nolly is set into a really awkward position. Has to jump out to get the save, but because no one else is back, he doesn't have any follow-up. Also doesn't know where the shot is coming in from. So that setup for Itachi is absolutely perfect. With 90 seconds remaining, Guild and Giants now find themselves even.
No, you know, we needed to see something from the Vodafone Giants, and they're working their way back into this series, and it might just be a bit of a warm-up that we spoke about before. State does get another goal on the board, and Vodafone Giants, maybe, Stumpy, maybe they just needed that one-game warm-up.
Maybe it's going well for them now. Stake is able to get that bottom left off the pass from Zamway, and 80 seconds remain. Looking like Giants are starting to bring themselves back and having a bit more confidence in their play too. I think they were just very quiet in game one. They were essentially playing 2v3 as far as the points were concerned, and typically not a big problem. If someone's like 200 points below, it's not a massive drama, but when they're literally double figures, that's when it's a good thing to point out.
Oh, 100%. You know, you are the smartest man in this call easily. And right now, the smartest people on this pitch are the Vodafone Giants, because they've turned this game number one around. They didn't score in game number one, but they've come at the bat and they look like a different team. They sort of had the pressure we saw in game number one. You know, we spoke about it. They probably had a minute of pressure, but weren't looking very damaging. But right now, that's all changed. They've started to put their shots away. They've started to look a little bit more dangerous.
Now with 30 seconds remaining, Guild are going to need to try and bring something back. They've not had the most offense ever. As Nolly just sends it to the sidewall. Does get a bump out of the way, though. I think with that, maybe could have gone for the backboard, forced the players to go high, waste a little bit of boost at the death of the game, because that's your best shout. Because all of a sudden now, Guild are back on defense. That's not where you want to be when you desperately need a goal.
And on the side of Vodafone Giants, you don't want to be over-committing as well with 15 seconds left. You don't want to leave opportunities like that. Fortunately, it was a pretty rough shot there. Not too much power on it. But with 5 seconds left, Vodafone Giants, they're going to be able to level up this series unless something amazing happens. And something amazing like missing the ball off your own backboard there. Vodafone Giants do level it up.
I'd just like to address somebody in chat who a minute ago said, are they stupid? A cup is 8 ounces. No. No. You're wrong. A cup is literally a measurement of volume. I've Googled, because I'm petty, how much is a cup in grams? And let me tell you, 1 cup of butter is 227 grams. A cup of bread flour is 136. So it's all based on mass and on the volume that you can fit into that cup. It's not 8 ounces. It might be 8 ounces for one particular ingredient, but it's not that across the board. A cup is a measure by volume, not by weight. Why on earth are you cooking by volume? It makes sense if you want to get your batches and just get loads of food out, but at that point, just multiply the grams by the amount that you want to have it bigger by. There's no reason why you should be using cups in 2020. 2021, abolish them. Sorry. Giants won a game or something. Sorry, I said I wouldn't.
You really said you wouldn't, but also then you not only did, you really did.
I did, didn't I?
You really, really did. But, I appreciate you, and also appreciate the fact that if you can make out a face right now on my camera, that'd be sensational, ladies and gentlemen. Look, I 100% agree with you, and if you guys would rather us right now just go make a banana cake, let me know, because I wouldn't. That's all I can think about right now. Maybe a carrot cake.
Oh, carrot cake is my favourite cake.
Carrot cake it's polarizing, isn't it? You either like carrot cake or you don't like carrot cake. I love carrot cake.
Love it.
But some people are like, oh, who put carrots in a cake? That's a vegetable. Like, what's someone in chat? I'm going to wait for someone in chat to say that. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, that's fair. Because they will. Carrot, 4 exclamation marks. A bathtub 604 loves carrot cake, which I respect. Mm-hmm. Oh, Zoopy XD.
Carrot cake sucks.
Oh, Zoopy.
I'm going to ban him.
You can't. You're not a mod.
Yeah, I've done it. He can get out of there.
You can't ban him.
He's gone. Consider him gone.
Wait, am I a VIP? No. Cool. Can I be a VIP, please? Oh, carrot cake is the best cake. I love it because with the chocolate cake, it can be very hit or miss. I think the peak of a chocolate cake is very, very high. It can be absolutely sensational, but you get such middling chocolate cake that I feel like carrot cake, on the whole, along with the nuts that are involved, like with your walnuts and the really nice buttercream icing, it's simply divine, CJ.
Oh, 100%. I think the chocolate cake, it's too diluted, the market of chocolate cake. There's too many chocolate cakes. And, there's a lot of bad ones, a lot of good ones, but I haven't had too many bad carrot cakes, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the end of the day. If you don't like carrot cake, just work on your palate. Work on yourself, all right, before you work on your Rocket League game, which is what Guild need to do now. They need to get back here. I know it is 1-1, but last game, Vodafone Giants, they look really solid. They were looking really strong and almost starting it off. Zamway nearly 50-50 that one into net.
Petition for next land, me and you make a carrot cake and or banana bread.
Oh, easy. Both.
Let's do it. Easy. And we can serve it to the crew. Oh, that'd be brilliant. Right. Guild, they need to bring a game back because they did so well in that first one. The Giants managed to turn it on. Finally, we saw all 3 players on the pitch manage to get involved in the plays. And now to the opposite corner, Steak can deliver the first blow.
Oh, lovely stuff. The Steak, he's cooking with gas there, and that's a great shot. Bottom corner, puts it away. Vodafone Giants, we talked about it before. Perhaps game 1 was just Guild being a little bit more warmed up. They played the most recent series. They did get a great win as well over Endpoint, but right now Vodafone Giants, they're looking a little bit too fast for Guild here, and I need my man Devo to perhaps just sit downfield and start being a bit more of a nuisance to get them back into this series.
There's a chance for Itachi now to get another goal in. Great flick over the top. Zamway was preoccupied trying to get a bump on the keeper. So now on that right-hand wing, Nolly removes Zamway from the pitch, but a shot on target. Saved away by Big Man Dave.
Oh, Big Man Dave indeed. And right now, Vodafone Giants are looking a little bit tall. They're standing a little bit taller, I say that, but again, that's what we need. We need them just sitting downfield, Stumpy, and just getting involved. Right now, you're seeing Devo right now touching it around. Nolly's lurking around their forward half, and that is what Guild require to be able to, get back into this game, because Vodafone Giants, they're taking all the field presence, they're taking all the control, and they need to do something here, Guild.
Yeah, Giants doing a fantastic job, though, at clearing a way into space and making Guild just use 20 more boosts than they normally would to try and continue their offense. It means that then they're stunted for the next 10-15 seconds, gives Giants a really good out. So that's why there's not been a huge amount of continued offense from Guild. But Itachi has a chance, got the flip reset off that, and also maintained control, which I don't quite understand. But with 2 minutes gone, Giants still lead.
there's something about that as well. You know, I'm sure Chad can agree. When you get a flip reset, you have to use it. I think it's like another unwritten rule in Rocket League that no matter what happens, like that put him so far out of the play, but you have a flip, so you have to show everyone that you have a flip, because I got a flip.
Yeah, show them. Yeah, I could have used it. Like, I didn't, but Steak's going to use it. Oh, what a block from Nolly. It's like when you can get the double tap, like, from the sidewall. And, like, it's going to mess everyone up. Like, your team don't want you to hit it. They're looking at you saying, don't hit that because I'm in a good position to receive it in the center. And you're like, yeah, but I've got the hit, though. And you obviously hit it because, like, 100%. You want to prove that you can hit it.
Oh, yeah. Like, 100% agree. If you don't hit the double, you know, it just shows that you've got the mechanics of I don't want to say Violent Panda because he's here, you know, you guys are ragging on him, man. I believe in the man's mechanics. He's a freak. I don't know who started that.
I literally said that he's like I literally said he's got like some of the best mechanics now. I wasn't being mean.
Yeah, Young's fault.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Blame him.
Yeah, it's 2 minutes left, and Guild still need to get themselves a goal in this game, otherwise the third one will go the way of Giants. But 2 minutes is plenty of time. Samway onto the ceiling, so just below the ceiling actually. Itachi now down and just from the crossbar throw now with a full core air dribble and the bump gets the doink to the corner. Cleared long by Itachi and then dunked and then under. And he gets the goal from it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's sit tight and just watch this one. Oh. Yeah, no, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, gets a little touch around him there to beat the final defender. What do you call that? That is just making the most of something special. A little bit of a 50-50 bump into the second touch. The ground double touch, as Johnny Boy would like to say. That's sensational, and that's what we see from Guild on Stumpy. They have a little bit of that X factor.
Yeah, all from Giants, the team that did just score. And Itachi.
Yeah, that one.
Getting the third one. They're both begin with G. It's the same thing. Itachi getting the third goal for Giants. Just starting to outclass the Guild defense. Not having much that can stand up to the awkward angles that Giants are happy putting the ball into.
Oh, I mean, so impressive so far. Vodafone Giants, and he can pretty much put game one down from what we've seen so far to just a little bit of a warm-up. They weren't quite playing as fast and weren't just quite mechanically as sound as they are right now. But Itachi, he's seriously stepped up. A little bit of a double commit from Vodafone Giants, but with a minute left, 3 goals up, they are looking very, very good here. And it's sort of hard to see. Like, somebody tell me, how did Guild get back into this game? What do they need to do?
Just hit the wall is my first sort of criticism to throw there.
True.
And it's always awkward because there's so many things that lead up to every single goal in Rocket League where you can trace it back 5-6 steps and you can find, unless it's just like one whiff, but like, that's a good start, whatever's going to happen. You can trace back pretty much every single goal, 5 or 6 steps, and see what went wrong or what went right in case of Giants for some of these as well. I think Guild need to have a bit more composure at the back because a few balls are going floating and it is some great mechanics from Giants that are working around the Guild defense, and sometimes it is just unavoidable and it's really hard to work around. But I think composure is going to be the key. Just slow it down every now and then. You don't always need to be rocketing as hard and fast as you possibly can. Composure is always good to have, and also it saves you boost.
Look, I love everything that you just said there. And
I love you too.
I don't know. I feel like if you coach Reciprocity, they wouldn't have been so poor when Yummy was coaching. But anyway, here we go. With a second left, it's going to be Vodafone Giants taking the lead in this series. And what a display there. A little bit, nice little goal at the end. Nolly, unlucky not to get the double touch, but it's Hachi. That game was all about that man there. And this team's looking good.
I mean, it's Itachi with... I'm sure he got one of the assists as well from the backboard, but he's not been given it. Do you remember the one where like it landed on the backboard and then he was just like, and then it was just a tap-in for the other player? I'm sure that was Itachi, but apparently not. I was very impressed with whoever it was. Yeah, great game from Giants. They managed to outscore Guild completely, out-defend Guild, and not many chances even erupted for Guild, to be honest. They were pretty much shut down the entire game. I've said that I think that the Guild need to have more composure. What do you think Guild need to have more composure? I've no idea what I said. They're both beginning with G. It's the same word in my head right now. Giants, what are they doing so well?
Well, in Rocket League, there are 2 nets. Now, if you put it in one of the nets, you get a goal for you. If you put it in the other one, you don't get a goal. So what Vodafone Giants have actually done, Stumpy, is they have put the goal in the net that gets them
the goal in the net. The goal in the net, not the ball in the net.
And so if Giants can just continue that and get more goals than the other team, they'll absolutely win this series. But to answer you honestly, I think it's their pressure and their speed, because right now this game is being played pretty much solely in the half of Guild. It's all in the defensive half, and Vodafone Giants, I don't know how Guild are going to be able to get this out, because the Giants are, as we said, when they're on, they're pretty special. When Itachi's making those sort of plays that we saw before, a little bit of a 50-50, got bumped, ground, touch, something special. You know, there's not too much you can do to defend that. So Guild might need to try and shake it up, go a little bit more aggressive, trust each other, get Devo in there, and just, you know, play their game.
That's what I'm so impressed by. I'm always more impressed by improvisational plays. It's why I prefer Panda's goal earlier to Jorius's. They were both improvisational, but Panda's just seemed that little bit more thinking on your feet and using all the mechanics you've learned to then get yourself out of or into a situation. That's what I find so amazing. Itachi's goal was the exact same thing. He happened to find himself above the ball, falling down with the last player pre-jumping for it. So he had to turn around, boost low, get the pinch round, then dribble it in. I find that to be absolutely world-class. It reminds me of Remco's goal in Season 3. Do you remember it? Where it was at, I think it was on LAN, and he ended up... Why are you looking at me like that? And it was like one of the best goals like ever back in the day when people couldn't double tap. And he went over the ball, and then in the midfield, he then went underneath the last defender. Anyone in chat remember? Am I just old? Am I old?
Guys, there's an old man talking. I don't know how to get rid of him. I just want Johnny Boy back.
I'm not an old man. I have wet myself, though. Can you change me?
Nappies, something like that.
You must remember, do you not? I guess Oceania weren't in Season 3?
Yeah, I didn't care.
To be honest, they were barely in Seasons like 4 to 9, but that's by the by. We are just waiting on a couple of technical issues to be sorted out. All the players, probably, I don't know. It's a long break, isn't it? They left the game and they're back in. What a world!
Hey,
they left the game previously. I presume there was a server change. Honestly, I just made it up on the fly. I didn't have any more info than you did.
Yeah, okay, so what happened was there was a little bit of disconnect. Devo's internet just briefly dropped out there. We lost power from Tho, but we're right back in there. Also, don't take any of that seriously. I have no idea what just happened. But anyway,
people don't like jokes, CJ. People don't like jokes, mate. They hate it. People don't realise that we're actually very good friends because, you know, not everybody hates each other, chat. This is a time of love. It's a time of fun. It's, you know, everybody is having a lot of Christmas cheer right now. And when we can't see friends and loved ones, we have to insult them to let them know that we really do care.
Oh, 100%. And in this time of Christmas, it's all about just dropping the ball underneath you and letting Itachi score.
That does seem to be a trend, doesn't it? Look at this. And again. All right. Good touch. Itachi gets the first goal in 45 seconds for the Giants. They get 2 more, mate. They go through to face Vitality. Going to be a very, very hard mountain to climb. But Guild, of course, until the final whistle blows, by no means out of it. Stake in the midfield, wanting to get the second for Giants.
I mean, Dave, you're letting us down here, mate. And if they keep this up, they're going to be facing, match point, series point against them. Guild right now, they looked really good in game number 1, but now I'm just not quite convinced whether that was just because Vodafone Giants weren't quite warmed up, because it has been one-way traffic ever since then. Dave, please give me something.
Big man Dave is letting us both down, but I back him to get himself back into this and give us a rip-roaring series. Devo off that bubble. Can he do it? No. Gets shut out again by Itachi, who is having one of the best games I've seen him have for a little while. Not that he's been doing badly, but because he's doing so impressively today.
Oh, I mean, some of the goals that he's scored, you can't really, they're 1 in a million sort of goals, you know, it just happens they get a 50-50 and it's a bit of improvisation, and that's what we love here, a bit of improv, a bit of reactionary Rocket League. That's what Vodafone Giants are all about, just, you know, outpacing the opposition. Is just Guild are scrambling right now. They're looking like an out-of-sync Vitality, where they just all sit in net, we'll see what happens, hopefully we can clear it.
Yeah, and somehow double commit, but don't concede. It's quite incredible how Vitality managed to do it. Good save by big man Dave. Sends it far away. Zamway, can he get that towards the net? Yes, he can. With the flip reset as well. But with no boost for Devo, he can't continue chasing that ball for too long.
Oh, Itachi's going to have so much time here. Going to... Oh, never mind. I said time. He didn't have any at all. Never mind. Here we are. Vodafone Giants got to be on the attack, and now Guild trying to get this ball out of the net. Stumpy, stop laughing at me. All right,
sorry.
stop it.
Jeez, I thought we were having fun, but fair enough.
No, we're not. This is serious Rocket League. Here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't talk about Rocket League, there's people from certain regions that will not be happy with us. So he's got to get a touch. Doesn't put it top left corner, but again, this is Guild. They're sort of having one chance, and then they're throwing it away. Nully does get the ball forward, but Vodafone Giants, they're just looking so strong in defense right now. As I say that, they'll probably concede.
Those joke-hating Europeans. Chance for Guild. Can they finally get a goal? They've had a drought for a couple of games. They're able to get one again. Good chance for Devo to work a bit up the pitch, but not enough boost to continue. Now Nolly picking up a fresh 100 and a shot on. Now Tho can come in here. Does a 3-point turn to get himself lined up for it, and then misses the corner boost. Tho, positionally, very confusing.
Not sure what's going on right now, but Nolly's going to be able to get a little bit of a pinch. There's a whiff coming out on the side of Vodafone Giants, and perhaps a chance gone begging there from Guild. They're still going to have pressure, though. Nolly does have a 100 boost, takes it upstairs, though. Chucks it across, and that's a huge pitch. That's what we love to see, ladies and gentlemen. But it's gone straight back down the other end, and nothing's happened. But isn't that exciting when a pinch gets set up and you see your teammate coming across, and you're like, boys, we might be on here, and then it doesn't go in. You know, it's disappointing, but I do. Oh, Dave!
Oh, Dave!
Don't put it in,
Dave!
guys.
Ollie. Oh my word!
Goodness,
that was gracious. It's one of those things where, as soon as you see, firstly, the best way to prevent your team from having any double commits is by saying pinch. Because then it's not a double commit. It just means that, oh yeah, you were both trying to set up the pinch, obviously. You weren't just both in the wrong position. And secondly, if the ball goes rocketing at the backboard and you have enough boost to go for it, you have to pre-jump. You have to try and go for the most incredible looking double tap you possibly can, so everyone can watch that pinch on the goal replay again. And if you save it, by the way, defender, you're sad, you're lonely, and you shouldn't do that.
Oh, 100% agree. Sad and lonely are the two words I'd use. Here we go, though. Shot comes on. Great save coming out. Can Gil get the block? No, they can't. It's Hachi making the double save there. He's going to have 0 boost. There's still a huge opportunity right now, but look at it. He's dodged the demo with 0 boost and got the save as well with 10 seconds left. Vodafone Giants looking to head on to series point. Guild still not able to crack this defense.
It's just been so many chances as well. And again, another chance. But Stake on the backboard can flick it over the top. Giants put themselves on series point. And not by lack of trying, have Guild gone down again. They had more shots there than usual. Though, 6 shots. He has been putting in an absolute shift on Guild. Yet the saves, mainly from Itachi, have been world class.
Oh, I mean, again, 6 shots. There were certainly some opportunities there for Guild to capitalise, but still super impressed with the Vodafone Giants. Ever since game number 1, they have looked so strong, and I think it's time, Stumpy. I think me and you, maybe just me, if you're not down for it, but I think we need a little bit of an inspirational, motivational speech for our guys on Guild, because they have shown nothing since game number 1.
The thing is,
can we get some music, please?
Well, wow, God, you're going big. Wow, fair enough. I was going to say that the comms videos they're a little bit out of fashion at the moment, and that's really upsetting to me because I love the comms videos. And yeah, CJ, are you going to give us a big speech? Are you going to give a rousing speech to Guild? I'd love to hear it.
Dave, Tho, Nolly.
You don't know their names, their real names?
What you've given us so far has been nothing but useless, out of touch, out of fashion, safe, scared, nervous Rocket League. Do you want to go out playing like this, playing like little scared boys, or do you want to go out like men? Do you want to rise above the Giants? Do you want to rise above one of the top teams in Europe? Do you want to create one of the best comebacks we've seen? Because you've shown absolute nothing in the past three games. Dave, I'm looking at you. You've got speed. Though, you've got 3 letters in your name. Noli, still not sure if I say Noli or Gnarly. Give us something. Show us something in this series. Bring it back. Give us some aggression. Play your game. Because if you're going to lose, you may as well lose playing your way. Let's get out there and let's win this series.
I am so annoyed that Tho didn't score that. That would have been unbelievably perfect. What a speech, though. Clap in chat, by the way. Just clap. Everybody clap in chat. I'm excited. Yeah, Guild do it. Guild bring this back. We're not punished, obviously, but Guild bring this back. They must do. After that speech, I struggle to see any issue with their gameplay. Let's do it.
Come on. Come on.
Come on.
Clap in chat. Let's go. Come on.
We probably also need to cast, in fairness. That's...
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, we've got a game. Anyway, here we are. 0-0 right now. This is the chance. Can Guild come back? I say that. It's a goal. Never mind. Let's leave.
Okay. Giants, you've done such a good job so far. Zamway passing to Itachi. Incredible performance. Itachi, you've been everywhere. You're perfect. You're a beautiful baby boy, and you are fresh to the scene, and I'm so excited to see what you're going to continue doing. Zamway, you've got a name with an accent that's giving everybody a ban in chat, which I find to be confusing yet interesting at the same time. So thank you for having everybody annoyed at you for that. And finally, Steak. What do we say about you, Steak? You have been an inspiration to every single player so far in the RLCS. Fairy Pig describes you as a player for Giants, and I can't say that he is wrong with that. I want to see more ruthlessness, more death blows, more destruction of the Guild confidence. Let's continue, let's rise to the top, and let's win!
No? Alright, that was good. I really liked it. I'm
Thanks,
involved. I'm absolutely involved.
I don't know who I'm rooting for now, though, because I sort of really like yours.
I'm so conflicted as well. I mean, I was just thinking, do you know how crazy it is? Zamway's name, that little line above his E changed to Zamu to Zamway. That's all it is.
That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. But also, his name isn't... His name, because I had to do a little video for Giants to like pronounce it. It's Thamwe. Thamwe.
Oh.
Like that.
Okay.
You have to give the emphasis on the mwe. Thamwe. Like that. That's another goal for Giants, that. Steak, though, not Thamwe.
No, look, I mean, right now, I tried to give Guild everything I've got, but sometimes your best just isn't quite enough. Vodafone Giants right now looking so good, just as they have the past 3 games. 2-0 up now, 2 minutes left. Guild, they have to show something. They have to try something. Manufacture a goal and try and work their way back into this game, because Giants looking so strong, and almost off the kickoff, they land another one.
Final 2 minutes. Giants are so poised to take this 4-1. And I can't blame them. I can't blame this scoreline on Guild, to be honest. Giants have had an amazing performance thus far. Itachi has been a phenomenal player. Tries to get an absolute worldie of a goal himself again. Nolly cannot beat out Steak. Steak can't quite get the double tap, but Zamway will get that ball central. Can tap it round the side of the defender as well. And it seems like whenever Guild might think that they've got an angle out, Giants just have a player ready to crush their dreams.
Every single time. I mean, geez, I hope they get some Christmas presents, Guild, because they're not getting any gifts on this pitch right now. Vodafone Giants looking so strong in defense. They just do not give up goals. I questioned their defense earlier in terms of the fact that they seem to be a bit of a one-in, all-in sort of a side. They play so fast, but sometimes a little bit, you know, they overcommit a little bit too much, a little bit too aggressive. But right now, Vodafone Giants have been so strong, and that's nearly been their best asset, Stumpy, is their defense. As a redirect comes on, open net is missed there, but there might be a follow-up. It's too good of a shot again. It's been put wide, and Guild, they still have a chance here.
It's just so close for Giants to keep taking more of a lead, and Guild are facing down, just having... Oh, they're now over or around 10 minutes without scoring a goal until the own goal comes in.
I mean, you know, sometimes you just need a little bit of help from the other team. And what a touch. What a backboard read there from somewhere. Really good, unbelievable stuff. I mean, that is sensational. That's what we need. Good have a chance, Stumpy. 33 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get some hype in chat? Because there's a chance. There's a chance of a comeback in this series. Devo, Dave's going to put it up on the wall. Nolly's there waiting with 100 boosts.
Oh.
There it is. Shot comes in.
Oh! That's what they're here to do, mate. Nolly, absolutely pixel perfect to Tho, who can catch it on the half volley, sends it to the top left, and brings Guild even again with Giants. 22 seconds, looking to be overtime, but regulation finisher for either team is going to be world-class. Stake down that right wing, but Tho is there first, till intercepted by Zamway. Though can go high over the one. Can Nolly catch? Doesn't manage to get there. Instead, Stake is able to continue following. Devo, big man Dave, as his mates call him. We're definitely his mates. As the ball sent central. Nolly catches. Though full boost. Can he tap down? Not quite. And that ball is looking to land. Looking to land. Looking to land. There we go.
Finally, it does land, but here we are, overtime 2-2, do or die now for Guild. If Vodafone Giants do score, series over. They move on to face Vitality in the losers final, but right now, we gave the motivational speech to Guild. We also gave a half-hearted one to Vodafone Giants, but we need Guild to lift. It's got to be Devo. I'm looking for my main man. That nearly is in there. Itachi does wait on it. Devo's overcommitted a little bit for the touch, and now it's got to be all on Tho, but Samway does whiff there, does do a little bit of a feels backflip, man. Come on, Guild, what can they bring?
Floats awkwardly above the Giants' backboard. Nolly gets a touch, but not enough of one. Stake. Can rotate via that 100 boost as well. Really great movement from him off the backboard. Can Nolly get there? Of course he can. Itachi maybe go central with this. He does. Stake with the shot. Stays high. Zamway has removed 2 players from the pitch.
And Devo as well, grabbing that 100 boost is going to be huge right now for Guild. I mean, just have the confidence. There was only one player back in net for Guild, and that might be a beautiful fake, should I say, coming out there. Nolly does get a shot on net, but it is parried away. But I just love the confidence again. Dave just grabbing that mid boost while these teams are under pressure, because he's thinking 2 steps ahead, Stumpy. He's thinking about that future, you know, the long-term investment of grabbing that boost and preventing that attack from Giants. Having said that, here's an opportunity. Should be a goal, and it is put away. Itachi closes out the series 4-1. Vodafone Giants move on.
Heartbreaking moment for Guild. After working their way back to get those 2 goals, it ends up falling to Itachi, because who else? It's Vodafone Giants going through after beating Guild 4-1. What a smashing in the lower semis.
Oh, I mean, super impressive from Vodafone Giants. I love the late fight back in that game from Guild, but it just wasn't quite enough at the end of the day. And, you know, Yummy did say before, Vodafone Giants, they are certainly going to be a chance coming up next against Vitality, Stumpy.
Yeah, it's going to be a mountain for them to climb. Vitality looked fantastic against Dignitas, but how do we know who won? It's by coming back after the break and having a look at our post-game analysis. We'll stop talking about Carrot Cake and instead we'll talk about Giants versus Guild and how we think that one went.
What is up, chat? Welcome back to Rocket League Summit 2. This is Championship Sunday, and we just watched a banger series. It is your boy Smellsworth here with Stumpy Goblin and Carrot Cake. Boys. Boys, the Giants looking good. Guild looking, you know, better towards the end, but the Giants looking good. Is there anything that surprised you about the Giants play, CJ?
Look, I was super impressed. I mean, game number 1, I was a little bit worried about them, and perhaps, you know, we spoke about it. Perhaps it was just the fact that they weren't quite as warm as Guild, you know, playing the series before that. But, you know, I mean, that was super impressive. The aggression and just the field presence and the control they had over that game. I mean, it was a pretty much a stomp after that first game, you know, and there wasn't too much to talk about, really.
Fair. And Stumpy, do you ever think that maybe you should just stick to British recipes instead of complaining about American recipes? And
maybe it's gonna sound crazy, but maybe you should use a measurement system that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I think it's a wild idea I've had that America should start to make. I don't know. America might just need to start making sense. It's radical. I appreciate that. It's very left wing of me. But yeah, maybe you should just use a system that isn't fundamentally stupid.
That is a cause. That is a cause that all of us lefties are fighting for.
Crazy.
Is like the systems. We gotta measure the same. All measurements are equal. Anyways, folks.
Unless it's cups, because they're not equal, because everything weighs a different amount.
Don't worry, chat. I'm here to save you from Stumpy Goblin. We're going to go to a break, and when we're back, we're going to get into the next series and some more action minus talking about cups. Thank you.